Two questions. I have two questions for you. You're probably saying, there goes the guy with the two questions again. Yes, so I have two questions for you. So you tell me, which platform has more active users on a monthly basis? Is it YouTube or TikTok? All right, I'm gonna ask the question again. Which platform has more active users on a monthly basis? YouTube or TikTok? And feel free to drop it into the chat or open my description box. My email is there. Shoot me an email and let me know. And here is the second question. Are you interested in making a passive income online? Are you interested in making passive income online? Now, there's a company, and it's the first of its kind. It's a connective marketing company. All right. And I'm going to be honest. When I first learned about this company, I kept going back into my old way of thinking. I didn't get it at first, that it was very different. All right. It wasn't an MLM like I knew, or one of those binaries, or matrix the way I knew it. It wasn't like that, but I kept missing it, that this is actually new. It's connective marketing. And I have a video where I have a white shirt on, such as this, all right, as you can see, all right? I have a white shirt. This is gray. And I promise you, people see both and think they're both white or they're both gray and don't know that there is a distinction. One is white and one is gray. So I'm telling you, when you hear about this company, I wanted to remove your mind from the old thing that you know, the MLM type thing. It's connective marketing, all right? So you're not required to have teams, upline, downline, across, all this kind of thing. Now, the company is very ingenious because it has a section that pretty much will embrace that kind of a team, building, and that kind of, track your team that kind of way, which is cool because folks like that. But the part in which I'm highlighting here is the connective edge of the company. It's connective marketing. And that's the reason why I could share it with 10, 15 people. And there are over 100 people in my business, technically. All right. Now, I can't say they're my downline because they're not there. They're just placed in the company, but there's still an attachment to that individual, wherever they land. All right. So I wanted to follow me slowly. And if you need to watch a video over again, because maybe sometimes hearing it once is not enough to get clarity on it, you may want to listen again, and it'll make it clearer to you what it is that I'm saying. Connective marketing. So the company is doing something very brilliant, and I love it. And I didn't mention this on a lot of my videos, just focusing on this part of the company, all right? The idea of connective marketing. Previous companies, you start a company, you get your downline, build a team, and then you try to build another team under that, and you try to build it that way. And it's not for the masses. Those are designed for the 1, 2, maybe 10%ers who can recruit, they're marketers, they're driven that way. No, it doesn't mean anything to them. They just go at it like a bulldog. You know what I'm saying? They can't be stopped. And they build a nice team, and they sometimes get a good start with the timing, and they do well. And the majority of people, 0, 0, 0, 0. And we don't want that to happen, right? So this company here, I've not mentioned the name of it yet, But let you know from the get-go that you can do one activity and get to it. Open the description box, click on the link. Now, a lot of you here may find it to be difficult. I hope not, because I know what difficulty is in hearing about a company, driving to a meeting, to meet, spending gas money, travel time, sometimes leaving your family when they probably didn't want you to go, spending 2, 3, 4 hours at that meeting, all right? End up spending money that you probably didn't plan to spend, all right? And you started off that first night or the first week and made nothing, second month made nothing. You did all that activity to find out that it didn't work for you. Now, this right here, it could be in your car, could be home, could be chilling, even on vacation. Just let me see what's going on here. And click on the link, click below, watch a small, short 6-minute video, or listen to a number, says a call. Those of you here in the United States, all right? And if it interests you, you can take it further. No loss, no cost. Just a few minutes of your time. And do I believe it's worth it or will worth it? You better believe, because right now it's paying off for me very nicely, all right? And so therefore, yes, this company here, what it's doing is something very unique. It's not a matrix standalone where you have folks trying to build their matrices and getting lost in the sauce and wondering what's happening here with the growth. It's really about timing. So think about one big matrix. Think about that. Picture that in your mind. Not everyone's own matrix with holes all over the thing. One matrix. Everybody coming from all over the globe. One thing. And then it's really about timing who really gets the benefit of it based on timing. In other words, you're in it, you're going to win it. All right? And so therefore, the company said before we launch, we're going to do these very important things. Number one, they launched within steps, 4 steps, which I loved. Because many companies, when they start, sometimes they're good ideas. They have, great product. But the way they start, sometimes they crash in the beginning. Something went down. And so therefore, you lose confidence very quickly. Sometimes to recuperate is very hard to build from that. And sometimes they never come back again after that. This company, with a CEO, after over 50 years of experience, figure, well, you know what? One good approach is not to come out with one big bang, but to do it in steps, sequence, all right? And each sequence I watched from the announcements of the company to the launch of it, the initial launch, to the other steps, whether it's the payment or the portal, shopping portal, its own separate time. Each segment or each piece of the puzzle, so to speak, came together over time. So when they finally had their launch of May 2nd, 2026, it was pretty smooth. So you think about a company that's going to have folks coming in globally. And if you are ahead of those folks that's coming, whatever they do enhances your benefit financially and every way. And so it's a company that allows you to earn what you call smart dollars. And that you can use to shop. Not the money from your pocket necessarily. All right, and I've used it before, smart dollars. All right, how cool is that? Then you can also build loyalty bonus. That happens over time. All right, it's not a date on it. It could happen, take a longer time or a quicker time. But imagine it gives you up to $100 for life. Every month you make that money. But if the company have a membership of less than $20, by the time you get up to $20, you technically have a free business, because that would be able to pay back your membership. So technically, you have a free business with that kind of model. So you're getting paid to join. All right, technically, because you're getting $30 every month, 30 credits, with each credit equal to $1, and that happens every month. So if you're there for 3 years, all right, that's 36 months. Multiply 36 months by 30, how much you get. You see? And that money goes toward vacation. And that money never expires. And it's transferable to family members. That's pretty powerful, I think. And let's not even mention their probably the lowest cost right now. You can check it out for yourself as far as premium wellness products. Lowest I've seen. So if you've seen lower, let me know. And these are top-notch, high-quality products. How cool is that? All right, so to go back to the connected marketing concept, I thought that was brilliant because I've been a part of companies in the past where you have like a binary, two legs. One leg is flying away, flying away. 1,000 people are supposed to be on that leg, but then you have to build the other leg. You have to get 3, you get paid, then you get 3 more, then you get paid, then you get 3 more, then you get paid. Some hard up the mountain kind of thing. Then you have some where you have to get 3, and then those 3 get 3, and come on, folks, right? We're talking simplicity here. We're talking the company does the heavy lifting. We're talking easy for the mass, all right? We're talking you're starting off in the green. You're starting off a company in the green. How cool is that? All right? But the idea of the connected marketing, I love. So imagine the company saying, you get started, all right? Not only will they get the lowest premium, high quality wellness products, it has a whole other list and categories. And they're growing, and by the end of the year of 2026, they may have up to 1,000 products in there. So not only wellness products, but all kind of products, different categories, male apparel, women's stuff, things in art, automotive, beauty, so many other categories. All right, it's going to be there. And they're going to have thousands of products over the coming years. So you can now shop from there with your smart dollars, not from your card and file. I mean, how cool is that? And then when someone shops, I get paid. When I shop, someone else get paid. So we all share in that. And the company is very smart. They say, you know what? When we pay you, when you earn on this platform, we're going to keep like a portion of it to shop. It's called smart dollars. So everything doesn't go to your pocket. So the company will always have people in there with smart dollars to shop. And what better way to have a continuous motion of shopping going on, because like you have free money to spend. So why wouldn't you spend it? That's amazing. All right. So we have all these perks. But when you think of the connected marketing, you think of someone who can see an explosion because of just one action. Now, one person, if I invite one person, or you invite one person, if you become a smart shopper for less than $20, I'm talking $15 here. All right. Now, you share with somebody else, that person becomes a pod. It's like a pod. All right. The company will fill that pod. It maxes out at 2,047 people. To each person that you invite, their pod can hold 2,047 people. Who fills that pod? Not you. Not called to be a recruiter or marketer. The company does. As folks come from all over the globe. So it's really about timing. You see that? So the pod gets filled up. So if you get 1 pod, it gets filled up. You get 5 pod, it will fill up. You get 10 pod, it will be filled up. All right? And so therefore, as you see the pot filled up, you now have the potential to make anywhere from $4,000 to $10,000 and even more, because you're gonna have people that the company pays you from the membership, and also when they shop, you get a commission. All right, and if you reach one simple step, one simple goal, you get unlimited potential to collect from the uh, um, entire company when it happens after you. All right, shopping or savings, and commissions, no matter how many people. All right, so there's something called 10 and win. You want to share with 10 people, family members, friends. It's unlimited. But if folks, for sharing with one person, they can make 500 per month. They can share with two person, they can make 2,000 per month. Three person, 3,000 per month. All right, because the company fills up that pod. All right, and is growing, and so therefore each member and the sales and the activity, you can see why people within the next 2-3 years will be smiling from ear to ear, cheek to cheek. While on the other aspect of it, there's other angle that you can take for those network marketers, those builders, those people who are like go-getters, can even go much faster, 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, and see great results. You have an option, all right, to go one direction in the company or another direction in the company. It's really your choice. But when you have a company with such low entry fee, with such high quality products, with not the restrictive quotas that you have to meet, no high you have to purchase, nothing like that, where the company put people in the pods that you have they had to put in place by inviting friends and family. Some companies say one thing is an account is restricted to one family. Not here. It could be a spouse, could be a son, could be a daughter, could be a cousin, nephew. Don't matter. So I'm experiencing this company and the growth of it is powerful. And I'm telling you, folks, you want to check this out. Right where you are, click the link below, description box. Check out what's there. It's right in your face. And if you see alignment, I say run with it. We have a winner here, and I'm telling you, folks, you want to check this out. All right, it's in the click. All right, so thank you for watching. Thank you for joining me here on the Next Level with Keith, and see you soon on my next video. God bless.